Hey there, Samitian here, and welcome back to Marvel Legendary Legacy Adventure. Last time we lost to Fin Fang Foom because I can't read, and today, hopefully, I'll be able to learn how to read. Going back to first grade. So today we're facing Fin Fang Foom. He has size changing for every color. He always leads the Monsters Unleashed. And Master Strike demolish each player, then do it again for each Monsters Unleashed villain in the city and the escape pile. And the scheme is Invincible Force Field, set up 7 twists. Twist deck the Swiss next to the Mastermind as a Force Field. Special rules: to fight the Mastermind, you must also spend 1 recruit or 1 attack for each Force Field next to them. Twist 7 evil wins. So this scheme, which seemed basically impossible, should instead just be a minor hiccup, since I don't need 4 recruit and 4 attack extra every single time I want to fight the Mastermind. Instead, I just need 1 of the 2, because that seems a lot more reasonable to me. We're also facing the Monster Metropolis and the Modocs, and we're playing as Black Swan, Moondragon, Apocalyptic Kitty Pryde, Kyera, and Clea. I am going to bring in my 2 big guns because I am upset that I can't read. So we're going to be building a card draw deck and a Danger Sense deck, and then Clea's here. Oh yeah, special rules. Whenever you reveal any number of cards in the villain deck, reveal an extra card. This is good. Gives you an extra thing for Danger Sense, gives you an extra thing for Black Swan's reveals, stuff like that. Last time I got really lucky. I had Lunar Dragon form, and I shuffled the villain deck with this, like, a lot. So if I don't get Lunar Dragon form, this might be a lot harder. But also, I have a possibility of a super strong card draw deck going, so let's try to make that work out. Two. God damn it. Okay. Next to Mastermind as a Force Field. That's fine. I have a 2-6 split. That's very interesting. I could take this. It's a good card. More KO's good. What's the other side have? 4/4. Okay. So I could take Forgive, Resent, and then Bind the Dark Dimension. I need a way to trigger this superpower. Otherwise, this is just a 3 attack card, which isn't amazing. This and this into this, and then try to get a lot of KOs. And then this side will be the side that leans into the card draw synergy, maybe? I guess that's a good idea. There's no card draw synergy yet, unfortunately. Okay, so if the plan is to take this and this on the right, and then I guess these 2 too, I guess I'm just taking Demonic Descendant over here. This will help me get to rares if the rares end up ever showing up. It'll help me fight Fin Fang Foom with extra recruit. But I could also just spend extra attack. I'll take it. Okay, there's a lot of towering leaders over here. Okay, twist number 2. There's now 2 Force Fields. Fine. Ooh. I'd have rather had that card, but it's fine. Ambush. Each Monster Metropolis villain captures a bystander. Okay, so right side wants this. Right side also wants these 3. So what's the left side do? The left side's trying to get to Psychokinetic Blast, I suppose? Maybe it could also take a Towering Leader. Towering Leader isn't bad. Like, just on its own. It's basically a 2 attack card without any kind of synergies, because if you draw the new recruit, it's basically like you didn't draw a card at all. You just get the 1 extra attack, and then you draw whatever card you would have drawn if you didn't have the new recruits. Sort of. So this really shines with card draw synergy, which I don't have yet. think I want to take... Well, maybe I buy an officer. By my own self-imposed rules, I have added a villain to the setup, so I'm allowed to take Madam Hydras. I don't think Madam Hydra on the left side makes sense. I think I just take an officer over here. This number 3. I could fight this. It doesn't really help right now. It doesn't give me a KO, and I would like to use this to get a KO. I'm just going to buy Prepared Dark Magic. Uh-oh. This is turn 6. That's not great. This is my punishment for bringing in my good deck. Alright, Psychoconnect Blast is good. Witness the End is good. Master Strike, demolish each player, then do it again for each monster's unleashed villain in the city and the escape pile. This is a Monster Metropolis villain, so just demolish each player once. Each player needs to discard a 3. No 3. Yes, 3. Let's see here. Fight this to get a KO. Could also KO an agent to get an extra recruit. That would let me buy Witness the End. It's a good card. I don't really have a lot of ways to trigger it right now. I have this that can trigger it. I could just also take Resourceful Fugitive. I could fight this, which would give me the Banker. That doesn't help, because to fight this I would need to play this as Resent. Okay, I'm going to fight this. I'm going to KO an agent. I guess the question is, do I buy Witness the End or Resourceful Fugitive? Witness the End will be good with all these towering leaders that I'm probably going to buy. And it'll help me get a ton of KOs, which I do want. I think I'll do that. So I'm going to play this as Forgive for 1 recruit. I fight this for 3. Fight KO here from my discard pile of the HQ. If it has a recruit icon, I get 1 recruit. And I'll buy Witness the End. Okay, there's Retractable Sword. I need to get that card. Master Strike. Demolish each player. Each player needs to discard a 7. Nobody has any 7s. I've just lost the Black Swan rare. That's fine. Could be worse. This turn's not very good. I'll buy a Sidekick. Gambling on the sidekicks early is fine. Okay, I have no recruit. Guess I just fight this and buy Towering Leader. Fight this for 5. Fight Fateful Resurrection. It does not resurrect. And when I rest this by I get 2 recruit, usable only to recruit heroes and use few space under the bank. So I buy this for 3 with that. Stolen Necroblaster will be very good over here. Ambush Goom captures a bystander. Let's see. Do I want to make a Demonic Bargain here? Not really. I kind of want every single one of these cards on the other side, which means this side isn't really doing a whole lot. 1 attack, Danger Sense 4. 5, Danger Sense 5, because of the special rules. Okay, let's see here. Probably want to put the Master Strike on the bottom. Marcus isn't really hurting me that much at this point, so I think I want to leave this on top. This on the bottom, this on the top, then the Modocs, then I guess these. I don't really care about this order. And then I'll fight this turn. Do I make a Demonic Bargain? Nah, I think... I mean, I could just take some of these card draws over here. That doesn't hurt. feel like saving them all for this side is a mistake. I should definitely save Retractable Sword and then all of the Instinct for this. So I could buy Resourceful Fugitive over here. And if I do that, I do not need to make the bargain. So I'm gonna fight this for 6. Fight KO one of my heroes, and I will buy Resourceful Fugitive. Ambush, charge 2 spaces. Okay, 2 attack, draw a card, and then put a card from my hand on top of my deck. I need 5 recruit this turn. So I could put this on top, and then resent. Fight this. Sounds good. Or I don't need to do that. I can do this in this order because I don't need the extra recruit or extra attack. I mean, so resent 1 attack, then 2 recruit. You may KO a card from your hand or discard pile, and if you do, draw a card. I'm gonna KO this. Draw a card. I'm going to fight you for 3. Fight, KO a hero from your discard pile of the HQ. If it has a recruit icon, you get +1 recruit. KO this, get +1 recruit, buy this for 5. Okay, there's Lunar Dragon form. I would really like to get that, and I'll buy a new recruit. Getting that Lunar Dragon form might be hard. Boomer to get a KO. This isn't bad over here. I can combine it with this. Boomerang to get a KO seems fine. I kind of want to save that for this side, though, to get the KO over here. Is that greedy? I don't think that's that greedy. The right side's going to be my strong side, so saving the KO for it seems like a good idea. Do I time bomb Boom Boom or just get rid of her? Recently I got Boom Boom, I time bombed her like 50 times and then never used her. I'm just wasting time. I'll do it. Just keep going. And buy this over here. Alright, gain 2 new recruits. Wait, don't play that yet. Play this first in case I can get the superpower. 1 attack, draw a card. I can't get the superpower. Gain 2 new recruits. And again, I want to save this so that I can get a KO from it. And I buy another Towering Leader. Okay, you are out of the things that give you wolf form, so I can just fight you this turn with Time Bomb because I can't help myself. I gotta keep her forever. Fight this for 3, 4 recruit. I could take this. This side is the side that's trying to do Scheme Twist or Danger Sense stuff, I guess, but it's also trying to get to Lunar Dragon form. Master Strike, there is 2 monsters unleashed in the city, so I need to demolish everyone 3 times. Each player needs to discard a 4. No 4. There's a 4. Each player needs to discard a 6. That sucks. And each player needs to discard a 2. That also sucks. How did this happen? Alright, 2 attack, draw a card, and then put a card from my hand on top of my deck. Going to fight this for 3. Fight KO here for my discard pile of the HQ. If it has a recruit icon, I get +1 recruit. And I buy a new recruit. Right side should be doing pretty good. Oh my lord. Okay. I need to demolish each player 3 times. So each player needs to discard a 3. This side has no 3s. This side does have a 3. Each player needs to discard a 3. This side has no 3. This side doesn't have a 3 anymore. And each player needs to discard a 3. Cool. It's turn 16 and I've played 4 Scheme Twists and 4 Master Strikes. And I shall once again take Towering Leader. Ooh. That'll be good over here. Buy a new recruit. That's not great. Okay, if I make a demonic bargain, I can... Can I fight you? No. So I can't get Lunar Dragon form. I think I'm going to buy an officer over here. Don't make the demonic bargain. Unless I can... Yeah, don't make the demonic bargain. I'm just going to buy an officer and a sidekick. I'm going to try really hard to get to this Lunar Dragon form. That's not a sidekick, that's a new recruit. Oh, and I got a good officer. Alright, 1 attack, draw a card. I drew a card so I get +1 attack. From Retractable Sword. 2 attack, draw a card, then put a card from my hand on top of my deck. I will put this on top. And I drew a card so I get +1 attack. Then I will play Resent. And Towering Leader, I gain 3 new recruits. 3 attack. You're at 10. No, you're at 8. I can fight you. But that wastes the fight effects. I'm gonna fight Groot. Or... Actually, don't have your size changing for 6. Fight 2 bystanders in the bystander stack. Enter the city as 3 attack splintered half-Groot villains. When you fight one, gain it as a... or rescue it as a bystander. And I rescued this. When I kidnap this bystander, kidnap another bystander. And then I fight this for 3, and I choose draw an extra card at the end of the turn. I could draw now for this, but that doesn't matter because the card on top of my deck is a shield agent. Ambush, charge 2 spaces. We have an escape, so I need to KO something. I'm going to KO this. Doesn't seem like it matters that much. That'll be good over here. Okay, 1 attack, draw a card. 1 attack, Danger Sense 3. Okay. Just put these like this. Then 1 attack, Danger Sense 5. I have 12 attack. I need 5 extra stuff to fight Fin Fang Foom, so I can't fight him. Alright, I have 13 attack. I guess I'll just kill all this shit. Fight this for 6. Fight this for 3. Fight this for 2. And buy a new recruit. Okay, 1 attack, draw a card. I drew a card so I get one more attack. 1 attack, draw a card. I drew a card so I get 1 more attack. One attack, draw a card. I drew a card, so I get one more attack. One attack, draw a card. I drew a card, so I get +1 attack. One attack, draw a card. I drew a card, so I get +1 attack. I gain 2 new recruits. Then 2 recruit. I may KO a card from my hand or discard pile, and if I do, draw a card. I kind of want to get an extra recruit to get this witness at the end, so I think I'm going to KO this to try and draw into another recruit. That'll work. And I drew a card, so I get +1 attack. Then I gain 3 new recruits. Okay. Decisions need to be made here. So, what is Fin Fang Foom at right now? With this, he will be at -4. So he'll be at 16. Okay. I can fight Fin Fang Foom this turn if I play this as Forgive. Play Bind the Dark Dimension. Fin Fang Foom is at 14, and then I spend the 5 recruits to fight him. So that's what I'll do. That means I don't get Witness the End, but that's fine. I couldn't get that this turn anyways, unless I didn't fight him. So Fin Fang Foom is currently at 14 because I have 3 colors. And size changing is played, right? Yeah. So it doesn't count Retractable Sword, but I have enough Instinct, so that shouldn't matter. So I'm going to pay the 5 recruit for the Force Field and fight Fin Fang Foom for 14. A hero in the recruit HQ gains size changing of every color. Okay, I can actually buy anything I want other than this. Stolen Necroblaster is probably better than Witness the End. So I will take that for 0. Okay, let's see, what am I doing here? I have 5 recruit. If I draw a card, or if I draw another recruit card, I can take this, so I will try to do that. 1 attack, draw a card. To play this card, I must put a card from my hand at the bottom of my deck, and then draw 2. Okay, we got enough. I'm going to make my Demonic Bargain to get 2 additional recruit. This is specifically higher than 0 cost, right? Yeah. Then I will play Leo Fitz as 2 recruit. I don't think saving this for the right side is important. It's kind of important. Can I fight both of those next turn? Probably? Almost certain. Yeah, I can. I probably should. The right side's going to be the best side. This side's just going to be using Danger Sense to make sure I don't lose. Hopefully. So I'm just going to leave these here so that the right side can fight them. This is not currently Fatefully Resurrecting, so I'm going to not do that. Fight it yet. 2 attack, draw a card, and then put a card from my hand on top of my deck. I drew a card, so I get +1 attack. 1 attack, draw a card. I drew a card, so I get +1 attack. 1 attack. I do have 2 things to KO in here, right? I do. So I'm going to fight this for 3. Fight KO here from my discard pile. If it has a recruit icon, I get +1 recruit. Fight this for 3. Fight KO here from my discard pile. If it has a recruit icon, I get +1 recruit. Then I gain 2 new recruits. could take this over here. I don't think I need to. Like, I'm close. Anything that doesn't draw cards or gain me, like, KO to make me draw cards better, I don't want. I'm going to buy a Madam Hydra, because that draws cards. The right side is going to be very powerful very soon. This still doesn't Fatefully Resurrect, because I'm pretty sure I put... There's a card on top that isn't a Scheme Twister Master Strike. Alright, to play this, I'm going to put a card from my hand at the bottom of my deck and then draw 2. 1 attack, draw a card. The superpower won't work. I could fight this for 5. And give something size changing. I guess I'm buying another Resourceful Fusion. Maybe I should just buy Peaceful Meditation. I should leave this here so that I can use it to get this on the right, maybe. I guess I'm just time bombing Boom Boom again. Like, I'm just never playing this card. Reveal top card of the villain deck if it's a Scheme Twist, I get +2 attack, otherwise put it back on top or the bottom. Yeah, I'm just not ever playing Boom Boom. I thought Boom Boom I really like. Maybe I should have just healed the wound. Ambush. Each monster Metropolis villain captures a bystander. Alright, 1 attack, draw a card. I drew a card so I get +1 attack. I dodged this card. I drew a card so I get +1 attack. Stolen Necroblaster. I drew at least 2 cards this turn, so I may KO a card from my hand or discard pile. Then I gain 2 new recruits. Then I gain 3 new recruits. A little bit more KO over here. Get this Paramedic out of the way. Fight Fateful Resurrection. It does not resurrect, and when I rest this monster, I may KO win from my hand or from any player's discard pile. And by get the Paramedic out of the way, I may get the wound out of the way. Okay, let's see. I'm really trying to buy anything over here. I'm just going to play this as 1 attack, draw a card to try to get more Danger Sense for this. Okay, it didn't work, but that's fine. 5 attack, Danger Sense 2. Did not reveal a massive Scheme Twist. Which is honestly probably a good thing. I could try to get this over here. And by try, I mean I can get this over here. Sure. Time Bomb. I did play Arrange this turn, so I fight this for 5. And then buy Guardian's Escape for 5. It's another retractable sword. I would like that on the right-hand side, but the right-hand side is sort of gotten rid of most of its recruit at this point. So let's see. 2 attack, draw a card, and then put a card from my hand on top of my deck. Doesn't really matter what I put because I'm going to draw it anyways. Get 1 attack from Retractable Sword. I fight this for 3. Fight, I KO a hero from my discard pile of the HQ, and if it had a recruit icon, I get +1 recruit. Then 3 attack. Why did I do that? I'm not gonna... I know what's on top of the stack. Like, I knew what was on top of the stack, so it doesn't matter. I meant to search my discard pile. So I know that this side will fail the Demonic Bargain, so I'm going to do it on this side. Okay, and then they can KO a hero of their choice from their hand or discard pile. I made a mistake. 1 attack, draw a card. I drew a card, so I get +1 attack. 1 attack, draw a card. I drew a card, so I get +1 attack. Then I fight this for 3. Fight KO here from my discard pile of the HQ. If it had a recruit icon, I get +1 recruit. Then 1 attack, draw a card. I drew a card, so I get +1 attack. 1 attack, draw a card. I drew a card, so I get +1 attack. I gain 2 new recruits. Then 2 recruit. I may KO a card from my hand or discard pile, and if I do, draw a card. I drew a card, so I get +1 attack. 1 attack, draw a card. I drew a card, so I get +1 attack. Fin Fang Foom is at 16. So I cannot fight him this turn. If I play Forgive, he'll be at 14, but I still can't fight him. I think I just buy Sharpened Blades. Resourceful Fugitive would be better, but this will help me get to the other retractable sword. So I'm going to play this as Resent, I guess. It really doesn't matter, because I'm not spending any of the attack and buy this for 3. I'm just gonna leave this here because I'm wasting the fight effect, I'm wasting the engineer effect, I think. Okay, 1 attack, Danger Sense 3. Then 1 attack, Danger Sense 5. And if it reveals 2 Master Strikes, I may shuffle the villain deck. It's not going to reveal 2 Master Strikes because there are not 2 Master Strikes in there. Okay, all of the bad stuff is on the bottom, which is good. You are at 16, can't fight you. Can fight you. Can fight this to get the fight effect. It wastes the Fateful Resurrection, but this thing doesn't seem like it's going to Fatefully Resurrect, so I'm going to keep time bombing this for some reason. Maybe it'll be useful someday. Fight this for 4. Fight KO a card from my discard pile in Fateful Resurrection. It does not Fatefully Resurrect, and reveal the top card of my deck. If it costs 0, KO it. It does. I shouldn't have thrown that, or I shouldn't have put that on top. Whatever, fight this for 5. 4. 3. And when I draw a new hand of cards at the end of this turn, I draw an extra card, and I buy a new recruit. Okay, 1 attack, draw a card. 1 attack, draw a card. I just drew 2 cards, so I get 2 attack. 2 attack, draw a card, and then put a card from my hand on top of my deck. I don't know what I'm putting on top here. I guess it doesn't really matter as long as I draw with the new recruit. I drew a card, so I get +1 attack. 1 attack, draw a card. I drew a card, so I get +1 attack. If I just KO this, I think I'm going to do that actually. I gain 2 new recruits. Then 2 recruit, I may KO a card from my hand or discard pile if I do draw a card. I think I'm getting rid of this. I drew a card, so I get +1 attack. Then I gain 3 new recruits. I'm not making a demonic bargain, but I guess this side can make a demonic bargain. Okay, they gain a wound, but they make a KO up to one hero of their choice from their hand or discard pile. Then 3 attack. If I drew at least 2 cards this turn, I might KO a card from my hand or discard pile. I don't want to do that. Finfang Foom is at 16, but I can't get through the force field. So I'm just going to buy a new recruit. Okay, 2 recruits. When I draw a new hand of cards at the end of this turn, if I didn't fight anything this turn, draw an extra card. I am probably fighting stuff. Maybe not. Maybe I'm not fighting anything. 1 attack, Danger Sense 5. It's 5 attack. Danger Sense 2. If it reveals a Scheme Twist, I may shuffle the villain deck and get some extra attack. Finfang Foom is at 14. If I melt down, I do not have enough to punch through the force field, so I will again Time Bomb and buy a new recruit. Alright, 2 recruit. If I control an artifact, draw a card. I drew a card so I get +1 attack. 1 attack, draw a card. I drew a card so I get +1 attack. I'm going to dodge the Madam Hydra. I drew a card so I get +1 attack. 1 attack, draw a card. I drew a card so I get +1 attack. 1 attack, draw a card. I drew a card so I get +1 attack. 1 attack, draw a card. I drew a card so I get +1 attack. 1 attack, draw a card. Drew a card so I get +1 attack. I dodged the Madam Hydra. I drew a card so I get +1 attack. 2 attack, I draw a card and then put a card from my hand on top of my deck. I drew a card so I get +1 attack. 1 attack, draw a card. I drew a card so I get +1 attack. 1 attack, draw a card. I drew a card so I get +1 attack. 1 attack, draw a card. I drew a card so I get +1 attack. I'm going to gain 2 new recruits. Oh, I'm actually out of them, but whenever you play these, they immediately go to the bottom. It's just the automation waits until the end of the turn to do that, so I'm just going to put these here so I have more to actually get. Then 2 recruit. I may KO a card from my hand or discard pile, and if I do draw a card, I'm going to KO Bind the Dark Dimension, actually. I drew a card so I get +1 attack. Maybe I should have KO'd this. It's fine. And I gain 3 new recruits. And I gain 3 new recruits. I'm still not at the point where I'm infinite, but getting this should help. Finfang Foom is at 14. I shall fight him for 14 plus 5 from the force field, so that's 19. Each other player reveals at least 3 hero classes or gains a wound. 1, 2, wound. And I'll buy Resourceful Fugitive. I guess I fight this for 5 because I have both of the colors for the size changing. Okay. 1 attack, draw a card. 1 attack, draw a card. 5 attack. And if I drew at least 2 cards this turn, I get 2 more attack. After I play Boom Boom, Finfang Foom will be at 16. Can't fight him. Fight the Modocs. KO some stuff from here. Fight this for 3. KO here from my discard pile of the HQ. Fight this for 3. Do the same thing. I'm just playing this as Boomer. I'm getting rid of it. I'm sick of Boom Boom. She can go away now. And I buy a new recruit. Leave Deadpool in there forever. I don't want to bother with him. Alright. 1 attack, draw a card. I drew a card, so I get +1 attack. Play this, I must put a card from my hand on the bottom of my deck, and then draw 2. I drew 2, so I get +2 attack. 1 attack, draw a card. I drew a card, so I get +1 attack. 2 attack, draw a card, and then put a card from my hand on top of my deck. I drew a card, so I get +1 attack. 1 attack, draw a card. I drew a card, so I get +1 attack. 1 attack, draw a card. I drew a card, so I get +1 attack. 1 attack, draw a card. I drew a card, so I get +1 attack. 1 attack, draw a card. I drew a card, so I get +1 attack. 2 recruit, if I control an artifact, draw a card. I drew a card, so I get +1 attack. 1 attack, draw a card. I drew a card, so I get +1 attack. 1 attack, draw a card. I drew a card, so I get +1 attack. 1 attack, draw a card. I drew a card, so I get +1 attack. 3 attack. I drew at least 2 cards this turn. Oh, barely. But I may KO a card from my hand or discard pile. 1 attack, draw a card. I drew a card, so I get +1 attack. 1 attack, draw a card. I drew a card, so I get +1 attack. I had to dodge this card. I drew a card, so I get +1 attack. I gain 2 new recruits. Then 2 recruit. I may KO a card from my hand or discard pile, and if I do, draw a card. I drew a card, so I get +1 attack. I again need to put the new recruits away so that I can gain some. Hold on. And I gain 3 new recruits. Fin Fang Foom is at 14. I need to fight him for 19. KO the top card of the hero deck, then each player KOs a hero of that hero class from their discard pile. Okay. Each other player? Yeah. So it needs to KO a blue. Oh, goodbye. And then 4 recruit underhanded dealings. Card draw. Card draw's good. Just leave these 2 in here so I don't have to get the wounds. Okay, 1 attack, danger sense 3. Two recruit. I'm not going to make the demonic bargain. How did this happen? I guess I take that. Well, this side's not really doing so hot, but it's fine. I've got to be really close to going infinite on this side. 1 attack, draw a card. I drew a card, so I get +1 attack. 2 recruit. If I control an artifact, draw a card. I drew a card, so I get +1 attack. I gain 2 new recruits. Then 2 recruit, I KO a card from my hand or discard pile, and if I do, draw a card. I drew a card, so I get +1 attack. 2 attack, I look at the bottom card of my deck, I discard it or put it back, and then I draw a card from the bottom of my deck. 1 attack, draw a card. 1 attack, draw a card. Oh, I just drew 2 cards, so I get +2. Oh, I drew 3 cards from this. To play this, I must put a card from my hand on the bottom of my deck, and then draw 2. I drew 2, so I get +2 attack. I dodged the Madam Hydra. I drew a card, so I get +1 attack. 1 attack, draw a card. I drew a card, so I get +1 attack. 1 attack, draw a card. I drew a card, so I get +1 attack. 1 attack, draw a card. I drew a card, so I get +1 attack, and I am infinite. I dodge this card, draw it. I drew a card to get +1 attack, and then I just keep dodging this for as long as I want to get as much attack as I want, and then I just fight some stuff. Fight this for 4. Sewers are empty. Fight this for 5. The Fateful Oh, these things do resurrect. Whoops. Whoops. That's fine. I fight Fin Fang Foom for however many. I don't know. I fight him for a number. I'm infinite, it doesn't matter. Fight, KO the top card of the hero deck, and then... No, this is the the Skirnmer. Then each player reveals their hand and discards a hero of that cost. Oh, hero class, not cost. And if I'd Fin Fang Foom again and win. This combo feels like cheating, but it's fine. A little bit of cheese is fun sometimes, you know? This is what Fin Fang Foom gets for making me be unable to read. Left side got 25, and the right side got 63, and 25 plus 63 is 88. I did it. The right side was exactly what I wanted it to be. Card draw / infinite. And the left side was... Okay, the main problem was nothing showed up that I wanted on the left side for a very long time. It was all card draw stuff that I really wanted on the right. You know what I mean? So that was the big problem. Lunar Dragon Form also never really went off because all of the Scheme Twists showed up early. And then they were like all missing until the bottom. But this should have been good with all the Danger Sense. It just wasn't because of the way things showed up. I mean, saying the Danger Sense was bad is incorrect. I got like max amounts of attack from them, quite a lot. I think this was a 9 attack card. Where is it? Yeah, I think this was a 9 attack card 2 of the times that I played it. So, saying that the Danger Sense was bad is just incorrect. It didn't do what I like Danger Sense to do, but it was still pretty good. Like, 9 attack is 9 attack, you know what I mean? Anyways, that's going to do it for today. Next time will be a setup that I hopefully don't misread. This is the second time in like a week where I have lost a game because I did something incorrectly. The last battle in Skirn's Hero Path, I lost my first attempt because I did the Uber Enchanted Weapons wrong. I think I would have won that game if I didn't do that. And I'm not sure if I would have won last game, but I definitely could have fought Fin Fang Foom at least 2 more times if I had done the scheme correctly. There were at least 2 turns where I could have done that. At least. 2 that I can remember. So, I need to try to play the game correctly. So anyways, that's going to do it for today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.